Hello, everybody. This is, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Coach Rick Johnson from Holdrege, Nebraska, and I'm with my service advisor, Allison. And we've done a lot of talking in the past about eating the elephant with the notebook idea. And I made a notebook. There's the elephant. And I'm just going to show you how we do our little meetings. And so Allison has graciously, with a $25 bonus, agreed to be on camera. But I want you to get on the same side of the table with your employee. You go to their section, and today Allison and I talked about her strengths and weaknesses, and we both agreed that her strengths are that she's on time every day, right? She's taken ownership of her position here. I tell her once and she's got it, and she's willing to learn. She's really good at relationships with the customers, and she's great with the ATI way of doing business. And one of her real strengths is when she doesn't know a question a customer asks, rather than trying to buffalo them and dazzle them with BS, she says, you know what, I don't know, I'll find out.
I don't want to come back.
Yeah, she doesn't want problems. And of course we follow the 4 C's to the T. Some of you may not know this, but 7 weeks ago Allison was working at the grocery store here in town, a manager of the dairy department. She did all kinds of things, but her experience in automotive world has been the last 7 weeks here at the shop, and she has raised the ARO in my shop $100 in 7 weeks. She's doing a very good job following the ATI way of doing things, and the 4 C's in particular, and she's learning, you know, in the battlefield, so to speak. And yes, we will be sending her to service writer school this fall. But the weakness side, Allison, was in your understanding of vehicles, and what we both agreed there is it's just going to take more time and experience, exposure to learn more about the systems that you're talking to your customers about. The technicians are doing a very good job of taking a little bit extra time and explaining to her what a wheel cylinder is and what a intake gasket is and things of this nature. That's helping a lot. She's doing better all the time, but being able to explain maintenance, why you need to do that brake fluid flush with the brakes, and just selling like maintenance type flushes compared to, well, the transmission is not doing a good job, we ought to flush it to see if that's going to help it, type of thing. So she wants to get really, really strong on maintenance, so 30K, 60K, timing belts, struts, and all that kind of stuff. So that's we have it on the weakness side, and that's something, again, that's just going to take a little bit of time. Now, one of the weaknesses she has, and she brought this up herself, is she talks too much to the technicians. Not social talk, but just wants to talk too much about, here's what we got going on and here's what I want to do. And she was going out in the shop and stopping them and saying, hey, tomorrow you got this job coming in and it's going to be a good job. And she realizes now that that's not good, because it slows down productivity. So we're working on that. And one of the things that drives that is sometimes the technicians aren't doing the 4 C's well on their writing down on the ticket what it needs. So she's new, so she goes out and wants to talk to them, and we're going to work on that. That's something I think we can fix very easily and get on the strength side before long. And she's going to continue to push and use the 4 C's with the technicians. So we talked about this today. We went over this. We both agreed that's right, and we've signed off on the notebook. That we both agree with the strength and weakness side. Now next week we'll be going over these things again, and hopefully we can move 1 or 2 things from the weakness side to the strength side if we can get enough green check marks. And so I guess that's it, and that's about how long it takes. It's not that much of a time consuming thing. But Allison, honestly now, what do you think about me using this notebook to talk to you every week and to talk to the techs and everything?
I think it's a really great idea. We have a paper trail that way of what we've talked about every week. It gives me an idea and something written down if I need to reference it, which I know my own strengths and weaknesses pretty well, but it's a great tool.
Yeah.
It keeps us all on our feet. It's constructive criticism. It's what you need to thrive.
Yeah, and there's a section in there
I want to be the best.
Good. There's a section in there on me. There's a section in there on the shop, things that we need to do to the shop and fix up. And this helps us prioritize and work on 1 or 2 things a week instead of, you know, trying to do everything, which, as we all know, nothing gets done. So thank you for your time, Allison. And if you're not using a notebook, guys, you're missing out. This is a great way to make sure you're spending a little bit of one-on-one time with your employees every week, and helping them become better, and in fact helps you become better. Believe it or not, I've actually got a couple weaknesses wrote down, so we got to work on that. But anyway, over and out. Bye.